What is up, guys? Was here. Today we'll be doing a hero in depth. Today we are going to be, per request, we are going to be reviewing not Destroyer, Margaret. So, Margaret, she is part of the Abyss faction, and she is a mage, and she's a kind of a high damage mage. From her stats, or HP, 41k, pretty average for a mage. Did see higher HP, and I did see lower HP on mages. She's about middle in the pack for that. Her attack, 8600. That is very good for mages. I did see some that are slightly a bit higher, but not many. Most of them are going to have lower attack than Margaret, so Margaret is above average on her attack. Armor, 864. That is actually pretty high for a mage. I did see some that are, like I said, a little bit higher, but very, very few. She's going to be having a lot more armor and HP than most of your normal mages would. Her speed, though, is, I would say, a slightly under average. I didn't see a lot of mages usually that do have a higher speed than Margaret. 774 isn't bad. Could be a little bit better, but it's a little bit lackluster compared to others. Other than that, overall, her stats are solid. So let's take a look at her skills here. So Margaret is a control mage. She's also a very high damage mage, but she's more of a control mage just because of like what she's designed to do. And her design is to poison the hell out of the opponent. So let's take a look at her stats. Poison explosion. 32% of her attack damage against all enemies. So she's going to be doing a very weak attack. Only 32% of her attack is going to be done. But in return, she's going to be dealing 48% of her attack for the return. So she's going to do an initial attack, then leave a poison that will linger for 3 turns, and do about 50% of her attack over 3 turns. Which is pretty nice. I do like it. Pretty solid poison there. Fantastic attack. Each attack has an 80% chance to poison the target, dealing half of her attack damage for 2 rounds. So, she is going to, every time she basic attacks, there's going to be a high chance that she's going to poison the enemy. And that poison is going to be doing half of her attack, which is pretty nice. After this poison is done, it's going to be like doing 1 full basic attack. So essentially, if you get this poison off, it's going to be doing like 2 attacks in a row. Margaret's gift. When the hero is killed, poisons all enemies, dealing 43% attack damage each round for 3 rounds. So when she dies, she's going to be leaving her trademark, which is a poison. That's what she's made to do, is poison. As you can see, both of these attacks poison. When she dies, her opponents get poisoned. Toxic skin, when attacked, has a 60% chance to poison the target, dealing 34% attack each round for 3 rounds. So every time she gets attacked, there's kind of like a above average chance that the enemy will be poisoned in return, which is pretty nice. So she's going to be doing a lot of poison. This skill is going to be poisoning. Her basic attacks are poisoning from this. When she dies, she poisons the enemy. And even when she gets hit, she's going to be poisoning the enemy. So in all ways, in all of her actions, whatever she does, she's going to be poisoning the enemy. So she has an ability, her basic attacks, when she gets attacked, when she dies, So she is just made to full out poison the hell out of the enemy. Poison them to oblivion. There's going to be a point where I poison the enemy so much where they cannot handle it. And that's only really if you that was like a 9-star Margaret, though. Which I am happy not to face against. The way I would build her is all full attack, so I can get more damage out of my poisons. You can build her tanky if you want. But like I said, these attacks, these abilities aren't going to be doing as much these attacks aren't going to be doing as much damage I just lost my train of thought there. I'm sorry. What was I saying? Oh, it was like I said, if you build attack on her, she's going to be doing a lot of damage from her poisons with her already high base attack stat. You can choose to build her tanky and put her in the front line if you want to take advantage of this toxic skin. 60% chance to poison the target every time she gets attacked. Well, if you put her on the front line, she's going to be taking a lot of hits. So, like I said, you're going to be taking advantage of this heavily, like because she's going to be taking a lot of hits. So, and 60% chance is nothing to be laughed at either. I do like that 60% chance. It's over 50%, so more times than not, she's going to be, poisoning the enemy. Um, but normally, the way I would run her if I had her is just put her on the back line with high, attack and just poison the hell out the enemy with very damaging poisons. I don't care if she dies because of Margaret's gift here. I did see some crazy plays with this. The 9-star Margaret was very this she died. She was played on the front line, but she wasn't built tanky. So what ended up happening was the opponent ended up killing Margaret very early in the game, and she left a very, very, very potent poison on the enemy that lasted for 3 rounds. And this poison literally took like a quarter of their health bar out for those 3 turns. So yeah, Margaret can carry a team if she's like basically maxed out to the max. But there is a certain way you can play with her. She does synergize well with Malasa. This is Malasa, and she has an ability where she deals 50% more damage to poisoned units. So if you have Malasa with Margaret, Molasses is going to be doing a lot of damage. Margaret's going to be doing a lot of damage from her poisons. That's a lot of damage potential there. And you can even pair Margaret with Fat Moo, because Fat Moo is basically the same thing. He's a burning machine. He's going to be leaving all these burns. And there is another grass hero that synergizes well with Fat Moo as well, just like Margaret and Melassa. And that's actually Dragon Slayer because he does more damage to burning units. So if you have Margaret and Fat Moo together, and Melassa and Dragon Slayer there, those 4 heroes alone, in my opinion, can take a whole team on their own because of the sheer amount of attack you're going to have from these two heroes. I was about to say champions there, but overall, Margaret, I would use her if I had her. And if I was building an Abyss team, I'm building a full grass team, so I would not use her. But she is definitely something I wouldn't, look past or, just put to the side. She can be useful, which she is useful, but overall, in my opinion, she is a very good champion. If you have her, you're lucky. You're going to be annoying the hell out of the enemy. She is very annoying to go up against. I did go up against a Margaret in the arena many times, and she's like all over the Tower of Oblivion, and she's one of the most annoying heroes in the game, in my opinion, to fight against. Not the most annoying, like not the annoyingest, if that's even a word, but she is one of the most annoying to fight against. Other than that, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching.